It's Mohim for Boxing Domination, and today I'm joined by the Green Machine, Kevin Greenwood, ahead of BKB 38
Yes.
against Marko Martinjak. How are you feeling?
I feel good. I feel fit and strong, the best that I've felt. So yeah, we're looking forward to this one. It's what we worked for since day one. So yeah, ready to go.
Great fight. How's your prep going for this fight compared to your last fight, which was a British title fight?
Yeah, I mean, I was over the moon to win the British title. The prep's we're just kicking it up through the gears again. Since I've started May the 21st last year, by the time this fight happens, it would have been just under 12 months in that space. It'll be my fourth bare knuckle fight, and 3 of those being title fights, and this being the pinnacle of the world title fight. And I haven't really had any rest this past 12 months since I started. It's been fight after fight after fight. A week off to let the bruises and the cuts heal up, and then back on it. So now a year down the road, and I'm the fittest and the strongest I've ever been.
Now, even though we're doing a second take now, for the viewers that know, I forgot to press the record button, so we're doing it again. I want to ask you about your fight in Italy.
Yes.
8-rounder, great experience.
Mm-hmm.
What was it like to just go out there? You know, it actually looked like you were on a holiday, like you were enjoying your life. Tell me about it.
Rome was beautiful. It was a beautiful, beautiful place. Sean came with me, and Kieran's doing my corner. My girlfriend Jo came with me. We was out. Went for a nice bit of dinner the night before. We was seeing the sights, saw the Colosseum. Went to church over there. It was beautiful. It was red hot. It was scorching. So we was sightseeing, seeing the sights in the daytime. And then in the evening we went to work. No pressure. It was like a holiday. We had lots of fun out there. It was 8 3-minute rounds, which I had plenty, and I could have done another, 2 or 4 rounds on top of that. And so me and Sean, we had the plan of seeing how I was at the end of round 5, because that would have been near enough the same amount of time I'd be fighting if it went full 7-2s. And then it got to the end of round 5, and Sean asked me the question. He said, "How do you feel?" I said, "I feel mustard. I'm ready to go. Let's go." And so the plan was always to do the 8 rounds. That was always the plan, and I was in full control of the fight against Francesco, seasoned pro. Obviously didn't get the nod in Italy, but it's hard to when you're an away fighter in another country. But yeah, I had full control of the fight and just had fun.
Tough fight in Germany last time around against Jakub Saglum, the man who shared the ring with Joseph Parker. You went distance with him. You showed knowledge, strength, integrity. KSI signed this man. So obviously you fought Jakub Saglum. You fought in Italy 8 rounds. Would you say you're happier now than you are back 10 years ago, which I'm sure you are?
Most definitely. I mean, it's that old saying, isn't it? If I knew then what I know now. I hope I got that right. Because I was a young man then. I was putting myself under a lot of pressure. The first time around when you're doing the pros, 12-week camps, locking yourself away. Don't eat this, don't do that. Regimented. And it is a lot of pressure. But now, and I was talking about this to Dom, I think yesterday. Now it's a lot more relaxed. Like when we went to Italy, me and Joe were walking around the Colosseum today, and that weren't like that before. Yeah. It's like, watch Gladiator, watch the 300, watch Rocky 3, mindset, earphones in, listening to like Big E and all this and that, and Iron Maiden, and put your mind in this I must kill now mode. But and I think all that pressure and stress didn't really work out that good for me. But now, a happy man is a dangerous man in this sport, I believe. And if you see me fight, you can see I'm a relaxed kind of guy. I try and keep calm, find calmness in the chaos, and that's how I operate. So now, and that is how I am with all these fights now. I'm laughing and joking with all my corner team, with Dom and Sean, Kieran. When we're in the changing rooms, and I'm nice and relaxed all the way up until the actual fight. Even like the last one with Eric, I went over there and spudded him right before we were about to go. So yes, I'm in a much happier place now.
The BKB route is very interesting. You made your debut. You went and fought Brad Scott. which was a draw, which many people you won, some people thought you lost, but it was a very 50-50 fight. You guys went toe-to-toe. I was scared. I was like, man, one of these guys are going to get killed in the ring. And not a single second I saw you really hurt. Like, you didn't really seem hurt for a single round. Did that fight take a lot away from you, or do you still feel the same? Because to me, you still look like the same Kevin Greenwood I saw many years ago.
I mean, I just learnt a lot from that fight, do you know. And you know, if people want me out of a fight, you're gonna have to like carry me out of the fight, you know. And Brad's a big puncher. He's a big, strong, you know, dude. You know, UFC veteran, and obviously that was my second fight back, and I was still learning a lot about myself. But you know, all I come away from that fight really was the scar here. But he's still 100% Kevin Greenwood. I haven't come away, you know, I've still got all my faculties. Hopefully my speech isn't slurring too much yet. So I just, you know, if anything, it's made me a better fighter because I'm more confident now. I mean, in the 3 fights that I've had, you know, I've been stood up the whole time. And, you know, we've gone to war and didn't get the win. But, you know, in my eyes, to get the draw for a British title against someone like Brad Scott, that's a win for me.
Yeah, and of course, fighting out the Indigo O2, you're a big ticket seller as well. But also another person who's a bigger ticket seller is Domination. The man, the attraction of the co-main event of the evening with you headlining. I'm sure that's making Dom very proud. I spoke to Dom actually, I think it was yesterday, and he was actually very, very happy for you as well. He's fully charged up right now. He's in fight spirit, fully focused. And in fact, we have to even do an interview after, like, you know, in a few days' time because he's so charged up right now, which is good. In terms of the prediction for the Domination and, you know, your fight, you know, I'm going to ask that later, but how much do you know of Marko Martinjak? Also, what are we expecting from you and what are you expecting from Domination on the night?
Okay, well, we'll get Dom out of the way. Expect fireworks.
100%.
Don't blink. Don't blink because you'll miss it. This man he's like a man possessed at the minute. Yeah. He looks the best I've seen him for like 12 years. Do you know what I mean? Going back to when he fought Chris Bacon and Dally Williams. Do you know what I mean? He's looking good. He's on it. We're working out every day together, and he's really got, you know, the flame is lit. The fuse is lit. And he's ready to go. So that'll be early fireworks. Yeah, 100%. And for me, you know, me and Dom have never got to fight on the same card together before. Do you know what I mean? He's like family to me. So we're like brothers. So to be able to do that is awesome. Do you know what I mean? That's in itself, that's a very special thing. Now getting to Marko, I'd say, is completely different from anyone I've fought so far. He's got, you know, very good, very educated hands and feet. He likes to move. I think he's made this style around his, you know, his strengths, and he does it well. But you know, at 41 years old, I've still got enough in me, you know, to take this world title. I know there's a couple of options. We can box, and if that doesn't work, then we just throw down, we go to war. You know, because, like I said, you have to carry me out of there. Yeah.
You told me at the very start was about the people that really push you to be the very best in life, for example, right? And you spoke about your late mother. You spoke about Ella, your daughter.
Yep.
You also spoke about something else, which I forgot, but you also spoke about Robert Ticey as well. Yep. In terms of the fight as well, when you went and fought in Italy, you know, you told me, you know, the story, you know, about a minute ago. If you can tell me about it again, with your daughter, and what was your daughter's reaction when she saw you with the British title? That's what I want to hear.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's like to show that to my little girl, the British title. That was amazing. I said to her, like, I want to win it from a little girl, and I promised it to her. And when I did put it over her shoulder and we had the photos and that, she was, you know, her eyes lit up. She'd never seen anything like it. You know, she's 6 years old. You can imagine, you know, Daddy's British champion. and hopefully, you know, what for her school days, with her daddy being a British bare knuckle champion and soon to be world champion, actually will get a little easy ride from all the other kids in school. But so there's so much more to just winning these belts. And you know, for me, for selfish reasons, like to put it into perspective, what I spoke to you about before, about a week or so ago, I was on the phone speaking with Ella's mum. She was concerned, you know, because Ella didn't want to do any of her clubs. She was in a gymnastics club and a dance club and acting club, singing club, and then all of a sudden she's lost interest. And there was a new club she wanted her to go towards, and she didn't want to try it. So we're talking, and I just said, no, just persevere and a little push and encouragement. Hopefully we can get her in these clubs. So anyway, Ella's jumped on the phone. She wants to speak to me. It's the first time I spoke to her after Italy, and she didn't say hello or anything like that. The first thing she said was, "Daddy, did you win a belt?" Yeah. And I said, "Well, I didn't win a belt, but I won a trophy." And she said, "Oh, Daddy, is it big?" I said, it's huge. It's almost the size of you. She went, "Is it shiny?" I said, "It's the shiniest trophy you've ever seen." She went, "Oh, wow." She goes, "I can't wait to see it." I said, "Well, you know, if you keep sticking at your clubs, you know, your gymnastics, your dancing, eventually, you know, you'll win trophies of your own." She went, "Really?" I went, "Yeah, you just got to stick with things and persevere." She went, "Okay then, Daddy." And then she's gone away. And within about 5 minutes, I had a message from my mum saying, "Ella's going to try the clubs. She's going to try the clubs again." So you can see, you know, how important this is, not just for me to win,